the situation that the county is in right now, NIFA has identified a budget deficit for the year 2011 in excess of 1%. Their statute allows for them to declare what is called a control period, whereby they can review the contracts entered into by Nassau County in excess of, I believe it's by statute, 100,000?
No, oh, you mean with respect to the proposed guidelines?
The proposed guidelines, yeah.
Yeah, $250,000. So they can review all those contracts that exceed $250,000, with the exception of, you know, some health and human services contracts that are, you know, monies that are given to the county pursuant to grants, and a couple other exceptions.
To college.
The college is an exception, and the hospital, and that's, you know, New Health. So they're trying to. New Health has requested that they're not part of this contract guidelines, but we'll see where that goes. Those are just proposed guidelines. Nothing's been established. I don't know if you want to go into.
I'll go into some of the history behind it. In the mid-1990s, the county was rocked by a medical insurance scandal, whereby the county was left with a judgment against it of $70 million. This contributed to a $100 million budget deficit, whereby the county requested $100 million in state aid in 1999. As a provision of this state aid, the $100 million, the state enacted the NIFA board. And basically what it was is the Nassau County Interim Finance Authority. And its role was to oversee and offer comments on the county's budget so that this situation would not repeat itself. Over time, because the members of the board are appointed by the governor, the political makeup of the board has shifted significantly from when it was appointed initially by the Pataki administration, then through to the Spitzer administration, the Patterson administration, and now the Cuomo administration. And I believe there is one vacancy currently on the board.
Yeah, one vacancy.
There are 7 board members. Currently, there are only 6 with the vacancy. And I believe the makeup is 2 Democrats, 1 Republican, 1 independent, and 1 conservative.
That's right.
Now, that's the way that these people are registered.
Right. Remember, the 1 Republican formerly served as Deputy County Executive for Finance, and he handled the budgets under the Swazi administration. So he's also one of the board members.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have, you know, so you know, there's issues there, you know, with respect to the board and what their motives are and what their goals are.
Don't the same guy who's working for Wells Fargo, where we have a tremendous amount of money?
That's a different. He's the chairman of NIFA. That's Ron Stack.
Okay.
He's the chairman of NIFA. He's the one who had the relationship with Wells Fargo, who's working for Wells Fargo, which the county obviously.
Now, the New York State Board of Ethics did comment on that issue and issued a report whereby it cleared him of any sort of ethical conflict of interest. Interpret that as you may. I mean,
right. No one, you know, we don't know what's going on, you know, essentially behind the scenes. Not to imply anything, but he was cleared. But this is going back about a year when he first accepted the job at Wells Fargo.